I'm in my second year of research or professional development time. So I'm working in Dr. Murphy's lab. Dr. Mike Murphy is one of our vascular surgeons. Is very well funded through a lot of grants. He does clinical work, but he also has a basic science lab. We use a lot of stem cell therapy and immunomodulation for aortic aneurysms and for lower extremity occlusive disease. We have several mouse models that we're working on, and we also translate that to clinical studies and clinical trials, largely out of the VA. So when I came to Indiana, I really did not have great research experience, especially with regards to basic science research. So I knew that we had a research requirement here, and I was definitely open-minded to that. And when the time came to figure out what lab I wanted to work in, the natural process is just to funnel into Dr. Murphy's lab, so which is a tremendous resource to have if you don't know what you want to do. He can kind of guide you. There's PhD assistants. It's just a great way to stay within the department, do good research, have the funding to do that, and really have a good learning experience because of it. There are other opportunities if that's something you don't want to do, if you're not a basic science researcher. There's a bunch of other, or several other general surgeons that also have labs that you can work with. Some of them do outcomes-based research, some of them do health disparities research or education research. And within our own department, we have hired some new faculty members with research interests of their own. I believe that we may increase our outcomes-based research and health disparities research here in the coming years. And for the person that's very motivated, if you have your own projects in mind and wish to seek your own grants, I know very confidently that Dr. Murphy would be the best asset in terms of actually getting those grants for you. So I think there's a variety of research opportunities here. For myself, it was somebody that didn't know how to do research, but for anybody that loves research, there's even more opportunities for them too.
What makes our research program unique compared to other programs is that we focus on basic science in clinically relevant animal models, and then we, as rapidly as possible, translate that into clinical trials. As a result, we've had over 7 clinical trials in peripheral arterial disease, ranging from stem cell treatment for claudication, stem cell treatment to prevent amputations and critical limb-threatening ischemia, and a first-in-man aortic aneurysm trial. And we're expanding upon that with a new set of experiments and clinical studies to look at different routes of injection of stem cells, as well as genetically modified stem cells. But what makes us unique is that we're not just at the bench side, and we're not just doing industry-sponsored clinical research. We're taking our discoveries at the bench and translating those into investigator-designed and initiated and NIH or Veterans Administration funded clinical trials, real science. So we also provide a very unique opportunity for residents coming into the laboratory to obtain a master's degree. And this can be in bioinformatics, it could be in clinical research. We offer a master's program, and we have the unique opportunity to offer a master's degree in immunology. And so those 3 programs are readily available for a master's program, and our last resident who completed the program completed her master's in bioinformatics, and great skill set that she has. We collaborate with numerous laboratories here on campus as well as across the nation, and so there's opportunities to work with people from other laboratories, and there are opportunities to visit laboratories elsewhere in the United States.
Kind of my favorite thing about the program, I know it may sound cliche, but it is really the people that are here. I truly think that I get along really well with everyone here. Everyone's been incredibly supportive of you no matter your ups and downs. It's a great learning environment. Here at the IU Vascular Surgery Residency Program, we do have 2 years of dedicated research required after we completed after our PGY2 clinical year. The way that it works is there's a variety of labs here on campus, and in terms of our position, we're free to choose whichever lab that we would like to pursue or have our interests in. I personally chose to work in the lab of Dr. Murphy. He's one of our attending vascular surgeons. He has a well-funded basic science lab, which sort of has an immunology focus.
Yeah, I think the research rotation for the residents, I think, is very valuable. They get a chance to come in the lab and learn practical applications, do research and projects that have clinical impact, and they get hands-on experience animal surgeries, bench work, molecular types analyses, all the literature, background information that's necessary in order to do the project. And they have an opportunity to do the background reading, formulate the experiments, perform the experiments, and learn how to analyze the data and formulate that into presentations, abstracts, and manuscripts for publication, and also participate in grant preparations. So they learn the whole gamut of activities needed to do research in the lab, and it's all, at least in our case, is all clinically related. Hopefully we'll have impact on patients in the future.